Hello, I'm Ness and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a Nettle Hair Tonic as part of my musings that I'm going to be blogging about each month. I did it a couple of years ago and I worked with the energies of each month and what was going on in nature around where I live. This time around, I'm not just going to be looking at nature where I live, it's going to be pretty much anywhere that I'm out and about. Local dog walks, just local walks, anything really, what's going on in my garden, what's going on in nature generally. And also the video I'll be doing, I'm going to be trying to make something which uses something which is in abundance or growing or whatever for that particular month. Obviously January is you're pretty limited with what you can make. Ivy obviously and holly are in abundance at the moment, but one thing that has started to come up quite a bit is nettle. There are a few about, so I thought, well, I'd give it a go and make some nettle hair tonic. I've already gone and picked, I'll show you, some fresh nettle tops. Try and do that obviously away from where dog walkers are and use gloves. Once they're all cooked down, they won't sting. I've picked just some sort of fresh tops there. I don't know whether you can see, obviously I haven't got any gloves on, so but there's just sort of a large handful in there. So what you want to do to add to that, I've got 250 millilitres of water, so that goes in your saucepan on top of the nettles. And I've got 250 millilitres of white wine vinegar. You can also use apple cider vinegar. And then what you do with this is you pop it on your hob and you need to simmer that for about 2 hours on a very low heat. Obviously I'm not going to record this for 2 hours while it's doing it, but when the 2 hours is up, you can add some herbs, depending on for your hair type. I've got quite dark hair, so rosemary or sage was in the recipe, and I've just got a large tablespoon of fresh rosemary from my garden. So you add that in after the nettles and the liquid have simmered. You can also add chamomile if you have fair hair, any other herbs really that you like. And also if you want to mask the smell of the vinegar more, you can add some essential oils. Lavender is one of my favourites, so I'm going to be adding about 5 drops of that to it all once it's finished. When it's cooled down, then you, I don't think you cook it anymore once you've added the herbs. I'll just check. No, you don't add, you just add the herbs and the oil and then you let everything cool down. Once it's cooled down, strain it through a muslin cloth into a jar, and that will keep for about a week. I'm only making just a small amount because it'll only be me that's using it. And yeah, so have a go with that. Obviously be careful picking the nettles and make sure there is an abundance. Leave some for the wildlife. And nettles are brilliant. I've got also magical properties. I've got Rachel's World of Magical Plants and Herbs, which I use quite a lot. As you can see, it's very, very well used and bendy. Nettles are good for putting into poppets or witches' bottles to remove curses. They are good for healing, for protection, for lust, for money, and for exorcism. So as well as magical hair tonic, they can also be used. You can probably put that, obviously it'll be a liquid. You can use it as a floor wash as well. You could also probably use it in a spray bottle to clean down. Anyway, you think that you might need some magical properties from that. We also have protection as well obviously up to protection. So we've got protection. So yes, it can be used. You can probably spray that around outside of your door frames. So whatever you want to do with it, really. So have a go, and let me know how you get on if you decide to have a go. See you soon. Bye.